Horseshoe London boxing news from the capital city. Here with James DeGale manager, Mr. Ambrose Mendy. Ambrose, we always knew James would fight for the IBF world title, but we just all found out that Mr. Frotch has vacated. So we move on to pastures new, and promoter Eddie Hearn's talking about an amazing fight with Andre DeGale. How excited are you as James's manager to put that into play?
Yeah, you know, on behalf of like James's management team, we're really excited that James has got, and listen, on his birthday as well, the news that he'd been craving. I'm sure it would have been nice if he could have fought Carl Frotch. I have my own personal observations of why that hasn't taken place. You know, I come from Mile End, and when somebody bottles out something, there's no other, you can't dress it up, just don't want to do it. You know, if you're used to picking on the biggest kid or the littlest kid, when somebody wants to fight you, big or little, and you say no, you're just making excuses. And I think that's what Carl Frotch is doing. There's nothing he's saying today that he couldn't have said 6 months ago or 7 months ago. It's inexcusable. You're dealing with somebody's life, and there you have it. So, but nevertheless, let's come to what is. Andre DeGale, massive talent. Obviously, there's something in that family's genes because his brother is WBC world champion, who might do all of us a favour and kick George Grove's ass. But we never know. And strangely, if George Groves was fighting Anthony DeGale, I'm a Brit, so like, I'd be rooting for the Brit. It's a bit like as an Arsenal fan watching Tottenham or Chelsea succeed, you know, in cup competitions or whatever, and then you think, well, I'm a Londoner, you know, I've got to go with the flow and everything else, begrudgingly. And when I look now at the opportunities set before James, if it is Andre DeGale, it's great, marvellously. I can see it, one of those where the crowd will be going like, oh, you know, like excited, to-ing and throwing and everything else, till one man steps up a little bit more, and that man's going to be James. Strange enough, they're both southpaws, both switch hitters, both fleet-footed, but whatever they've been watching of James, they haven't been watching, you know, the last two fights, where James has put that front foot down on the floor and punching with like venom. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ambrose. The boxing world almost took a gasp when you announced the fight with Marco Antonio Paraban.
Yeah.
And many not criticised it, but questioned the need for it.
Yeah.
But I remember you telling me last time, you know, James hasn't got the injury anymore.
That's right.
He can turn and he can get 100% power into every punch he throws, and we're seeing it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It's that you go forward now with 100% artillery. You're fighting for the world title.
That's it. You just use the term, and what an appropriate place to use it in this building. But it is the artillery. And the other thing is, James is a gooner. So you look at that cannon fire that's on there. There's no way, you know, he's going to disappoint. No way whatsoever. He has got one of the greatest minds in boxing in his corner, which is Jim McDonald. Jim knows the geometry of the ring, the geography of the ring. Jim analyses the preparation. He designs the preparation for a fight. And harnessing all this with James's God-given ability, and it's what we must remember. This kid is a golden child. He is gifted. There are people, Lewis Hamilton, you know, Theo Walker, people who've got this aura around them. You just know this is magical. And, you know, I've recognised this in the great Linford Christie, the great Nigel Benn, the great Paul Ince, the great John Barnes. You know, we can go on and on and on forever. And they have that something about them. And as they say, God helps those who help themselves. If all you've got to do is put some sweat to that natural gift, get yourself energy, and bingo. So it's like Andre DeGale. Andre DeGale will be able to fight James, probably at an even level for 5 rounds, 6 rounds. Then he's going to notice that James is dragging him into deep, dark, murky waters, where suddenly he's slowing down a little bit, and James is coming on stronger and stronger. And that's fully what I expect to happen. I don't think we're looking at a points decision in a fight. I think we're looking for James to stop this guy, and for all his gifts, and no one will be more motivated than James. You heard him say out on there, you know, like, it's a tricky fight, it's this and this, it's got to be switched on.
Most definitely.
You know, the epitome of tricky fights are the Olympics, you know, where a fanciful judge might choose to interpret a punch in a different way. So you've got to be switched on all the time. Where am I in this fight? Am I leading? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? And then you rely on your corner. James is part of a very, very efficient team. A very efficient team.
That actually was going to be my next question to you, Ambrose. You more than anyone see it in the sport. Some fighters don't fulfil potential because they're not managed properly, they're not trained properly, they're not at the right weight even sometimes.
Yep.
And with James, everything seems to, from promoter to manager to trainer, just seems to run right. You all get along, you all tell each other what you think, and that just you can see it with James. The confidence, he's a confident young man anyway, but it seems to draw it, soak it all in, you know.
Yep.
How important do you think that is for at this level?
It's, of essence, I'm a marketing person, and one of the immutable laws of marketing is to be first in the mind. The second one is to create a mastermind circle around you, so you're always feeding off of excellence. You have to do that, and a team's great. Sometimes there are, like when you play football and you play against us, they're a good side. They're a good side. It's the difference between a side and a team. You know, a team, there is independence, there's interdependence, and there's total dependency. And if you don't get those things right, you've got all the problems in the world. Where a racing driver, rides that car, and you're dealing with judgments at thousands of a second. You've got to hit that again and again and again and again and again. So you need your team to steer you in the right direction. You've got your foot on the gas, you've got your hands on the steering wheel, and you can see that rear view mirror, which you don't want to use too much. And then again, it comes to instinct. I think James is as comfortable as Lewis Hamilton is in his Mercedes, because he knows he is totally backed up, and he knows all I've got to do is what I know what to do. There we have it.
Listen, Ambrose, I know you're a busy man. I want to thank you for your time. Much appreciated.
Anytime. I've always told you this.
Thank you.
Delighted. Thanks.